Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 12 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on spontaneity. So, yay for day 12. So, today I'm doing my video. I'm holding it with my hand, so hopefully it doesn't go all weird and crazy because I my phone battery is dead. And I don't want to put off doing my video until tomorrow. So you get today's video. So that's kind of a spontaneous thing because I just wasn't paying attention to the battery level. That's not really what my video is about. I didn't do a video yesterday because the only thing I could think of to do that was spontaneous was to like lay in my bed and make my video, and I did not want to do that because I thought that would be weird and I would look retarded. So I was like, I don't know what other spontaneous things I did. I may have done them, I just didn't pay attention to them. But I noticed today that in trying to do spontaneous things, that it makes me more aware and focused of what's going on around me and what I'm doing in the day. So, like today, I went to do my hair, like I always do, and then I forget that I have these little bow things that I can put in there. Can't really see it. It looks kind of retarded, but I did it. It was kind of fun. I was like, cool, I haven't worn one of these in a long time. So I don't know, something about having my shorter hair, my weird hair, I do, and it's flying right now. It's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, like I see it in the video, it's just sticking up. I can't find it. There we go. That's my randomness. I apologize. It just randomly comes out. Anyway, so I like the fact that like with my short hair, I'm like, oh, I'm just experimenting with things that I used to do with my hair and I haven't done in years because my hair is just so long and it just gets in my face, and just putting a clip in there doesn't work, doesn't it? Because my hair is just too long. So it doesn't hold it back. So I'm like, this works. This is awesome. So I kind of got stuck in a rut with how I was doing my hair before. So getting a little creative with it being shorter. So that's cool. I like that. And then when I was out at work and driving around tonight, it was really cool. I don't know what it was. It looked like a rat. I'll be perfectly honest. I was stopped at the freeway, off ramp, exit, whatever. And at first I thought it was like a little piece of trash. I'm like, cool, there's this little piece of trash. And then it starts moving, and I thought, okay, the wind is blowing it. And then I realized that it wasn't a piece of trash. It was an animal, looked kind of like a really big rat. And then it would kind of get a little close to something. I don't know what it's getting close to. And then it would scurry off and disappear behind like the light pole, like the base of the light pole. And then it came out again, like all this like slow and sneaking up towards something. And I don't know what it was sneaking up towards or what was out there because there were no people. So it must have been like some other bug or animal or something I couldn't see from my car. But I thought that was kind of spontaneous for me anyway. Just seeing nature and paying attention to nature and little things like that, because I don't always pay attention. I will be honest, I don't. I'm not the most observant person in the world. So for me to be stopped at a light and just looking around and being like, oh, that is so cool, and just like being entertained, like it's not unusual for me to be entertained by anything like that, but for me to actually notice something like that, I was like, and then I'm sitting there trying to figure out, I'm like, is that a rat? Is that like, what, I mean, what kind of animal is that? I have no idea. But in the dark on the freeway, it kind of looked like a rat to me. It was huge. I was like, that's big. That's really big. That's really kind of cool. I don't know if it's like a muskrat or something. I don't even know what a muskrat looks like, so I can't really say that. It just looked like what I've seen of rats before. So I don't know how spontaneous that is, but I thought, wow, I don't normally see that. So that's kind of a spontaneous thing for me to notice, to see, and to be aware of. And then I just thought it was kind of cool that I'm like, I'm actually paying attention to stuff that's going on around me. I'm not like somewhere else in La La Land in my brain. And also, I didn't exactly work on my book for my writing. Sorry, I was shaking my phone. I apologize. But I did open my book tonight because I went to my writing group and I decided I should read some of this before I go, which is kind of a spontaneous thing because the last couple of months I haven't even shared anything or even read anything. So I haven't even opened up my laptop as far as like, I mean, I open it for like the role and stuff because I'm the secretary for my writing group. But I haven't looked at my book, and I actually looked at it and I was getting kind of excited and I was reading through it, and I probably mentioned this before, but I forget. I forget what I write. So I was reading this chapter and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really good. I really like this. And then I didn't finish the chapter and I was like, what happens next? I'm the author. I know what happens next, but I didn't remember what happened next. And then I had like notes underneath it and I'm like, but it's old stuff. And whatever I had written, I changed it and I was like, oh, I was in the process of changing this. I was writing something like brand new that's not like in my notes, not something previously written. I'm like, that's really cool. I have no idea where my train of thought was going, which is really sad because that was like back in January and this is September now. So like 9 months ago, 8 months ago, because it was the end of January. So like 8.5 months ago, maybe. So I'm like, okay, 8.5 months ago, I started to write a new chapter in this book and that's awesome. And now I have to go back through and try to figure out what to do with it because, I mean, I know where the story goes. I just don't know where my brain was going, my thought process for that particular chapter, that particular line of where it was at, because that's not what I'd written previously. So it's kind of like, oh, this is cool. But I love that I get into my writing. Like I just totally get drawn into it, like I'm reading something for the first time when I leave it alone for really long periods of time. And I still know the plot and the storyline, like the basic stuff, but it always changes in my head. So I was like, cool, it's changing in my brain. So then I'll just, and then I go to read it and I was like, oh, this is really cool. Or I'm like, oh, this is really bad. I've had ones where I've written, I'm like reading, I'm like, okay, I have to change this. I have to change this. This does not even make sense. So, and there was a sentence that I tried to change. And apparently when I got to my writing group and I was reading it again, I was like, I took out a word and I don't remember what word I took out. So I hope I can do like the undo button on it. I haven't tried, but, I hope I can, because I took out a random word because I was like, this doesn't work. And I took it out. And then I was reading it out loud to my writing group tonight. And I was like, it needs another word. I was supposed to replace the word with something. And I didn't replace the word because now it doesn't make any sense. So now I have a random sentence that makes absolutely no sense. But that was kind of like a spontaneous spur of the moment thing. And of course, when I was reading, I was like, oh, this doesn't make sense. I thought it made sense. I thought I fixed it. I think I made it worse. Okay, so now I know I have to go back and read it and try to figure out how to fix it. Again, the joys of being a writer, constantly changing things and trying to fix it until you get to the point where like, okay, it's good enough, I'm done. And I have not reached the it's good enough, I'm done. I'm still at the beginning stages of this one. It's for my The Wise One book that I'm working on. So I think it was chapter 14 that I read that I didn't finish all of the chapter. And I was like, I don't know what happens. I mean, I know what's supposed to happen. I just don't remember how it happens. Like, apparently I had something in mind and I was typing it up and then I just stopped. And I was like, oh, crap, I hate when I do that. Because then I don't remember and I have to start over. I mean, I don't have to completely start over. I have notes and stuff and I kind of know, I know like the basic storyline. It's just, it's the writing. It's getting into the character's head. It's getting into all of that and being like, okay, I am this person. This is what's going. This is how the story flows. This is what makes it work, because what I wrote before wasn't working. So I'm changing it. So I have to get in that mindset again. And I haven't been in that mindset for a really long time. So I was kind of really excited about my writing again tonight. So I might have to start doing some more writing. That'll be fun. But anyway, lots of random spontaneous things for today. And, that's all I have for today. And I've decided that this is just day 12, and I don't care if I skip the day because I didn't feel like doing anything yesterday. So, which might have been my spontaneous thing, but I wasn't going to make a video about that. I'm just making up my own rules. As long as I'm making my videos, I'm happy. So anyway, I'm happy I'm making my videos. I'm finding weird, spontaneous things in my life, things that I'm noticing, being aware of things, getting excited about things again, which I think is awesome. So I think being spontaneous is fun. This is a good thing. It's a good learning thing. It's a good thing for me to see different things in my life and be like aware of them. It's forcing me to be aware of what I'm doing so that I'm aware of when I do something spontaneous. I don't always remember that I have to do something spontaneous until the end of the night. I'm like, oh wait, like I saw the rat on the side of the road. Oh, that could be my spontaneous thing. Yay! Actually, I think I put the hair thing in my head this morning and I was like, oh, that's my spontaneous thing. I'm done. I just didn't think about anything until I saw the rat. Anyway, and I forgot about the writing thing, like opening up and reading my chapters and like totally getting engrossed in my own story until I was making this video. So there you go. Lots of spontaneous things for one day, and I only have to do one. Yes, I'm a very random, spontaneous person. That might be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for today, and I apologize for all the moving around because every time I laugh or switch hands on this thing shakes all over the place. So hopefully it's not making you dizzy watching it. And if you like these videos or find them entertaining, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude and find something fun and spontaneous to do.